This is a CBS News Detroit update.
Good morning, I'm Chris Ledeen. Here's a look at your top headlines on Thursday, December 21st. A traffic stop ends with one man dead and a Detroit police officer recovering in the hospital. It all started Wednesday night around 10:15 near Benkel and Southfield Road on the city's west side. That's where Detroit police stopped a car for a traffic violation. The driver then tried to drive off, dragging the officer for 20 yards. The officer shot the driver in the chest. That man later died at the hospital. A passenger inside that car was also taken into custody. Police found a gun and drugs in the car. Detroit radio legend Ken Calvert has died. He worked for several radio stations in Detroit, including WRIF and WCSX. He was also the public address announcer for the Pistons for 16 years. Ken Calvert was 72 years old. 10 Americans and a fugitive wanted by the U.S. have been released from Venezuelan custody in exchange for the United States releasing a close ally of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. As part of the deal, Venezuela returned escaped convict Leonard Francis to U.S. custody. Francis, nicknamed Fat Leonard, fled to Venezuela in 2022 while he was under house arrest in San Diego after pleading guilty to bribing high-ranking Navy officers. Today is expected to be one of the busiest travel days for the Christmas holiday. Airports across the country are expecting to screen about 2.5 million passengers each day through January 1st. Some advice from the Transportation Safety Administration: if you're traveling with gifts, do not wrap them because you will likely have to unwrap them when you go through security. Toyota is recalling roughly 1 million cars over a potential problem with the passenger airbag. The company says a sensor that helps identify whether the person sitting in the seat is an adult or a child could short circuit. That means the airbag may not deploy in certain kinds of crashes. The recall covers 15 Toyota and Lexus models, including the Camry, Sienna, and RAV4, as well as the Lexus RX 350 and ES 350. The model years are between 2020 to 2022. Right now, let's check in on that next weather forecast with Kylie Miller. Good morning, Kylie.
Good morning, Chris. Good morning, everyone. Today marks the start of the winter season. Temperatures, though, not feeling very winter-like. We're going to be remaining above where we should be for this time of year for the next several days, especially into the early days of next week. Temperatures this morning starting off in the 30s. We're going to continue to see our temperatures climbing into the lower 40s for highs today. In the city, I'm forecasting high of 43 degrees. Then for tonight, temperatures will scale back to the 30s, then eventually be landing in the 20s for lows. Looking at our temperature trend, we should be in the middle 30s for this time of year. Instead, it's all about those 40s all the way through the weekend. 50s returning for Monday and Tuesday of next week. So for Christmas, it is going to be on the warmer side, and we are going to be in for a little bit in terms of some rainfall for Monday, Tuesday of next week. But for this week, you can expect dry conditions today. Tomorrow night into our Saturday morning, we are going to be monitoring a few more rain showers. So here it is briefly on your next weather futurecast. So as I fast forward the clock throughout today, just remaining under a mostly cloudy, if not completely cloudy sky condition. Tomorrow night and into our Saturday morning, expect heavy, widespread rainfall to be rolling on through, but then we're going to be drying out for the second half of the day on Saturday, and then Sunday, dry conditions, cloudy skies, but looking ahead to the holiday coming up on Monday, a high of 53 degrees. Rain showers are going to be extending all the way through the beginning days of next week, with temperatures still remaining very mild.
Thanks, Kylie. That's a look at your headlines. We'll be back later covering stories that matter to you on air and streaming on the CBS News app and Pluto TV.